In this video, we will explain in detail how to set up and use a GPU dock on Windows and Linux. You can directly go to the part you want to watch. For Windows, let's take a laptop with an integrated GPU and a discrete GPU as an example and connect it to an external 3090. We search for Device Manager, open it, expand Display Adapters, and observe that the external 3090 graphics card is not recognized. It is displayed as Microsoft Basic Display Adapter. This is caused by a driver mismatch. We need to uninstall the current GPU driver. We can use a tool like DDU. It will automatically restart the computer after finishing the uninstallation. After uninstallation of old driver, we go to the official website of the external GPU brand to download the appropriate drivers. Make sure to download the desktop version, not the notebook's version. Install the new driver. Wait patiently for the progress bar to finish. Now we check the device manager again and we can see that the 3090 GPU has been recognized. If you want to disable the discrete GPU and use only the external GPU, you can do like this. We disabled the port of the discrete graphics card so that it will no longer appear in the display adapters. If you want to reactivate the discrete graphics card, just find the port you disabled earlier and enable it. Never disable the integrated graphics card of the laptop, as it may lead to errors. For WU-Band 2, our demo device is a laptop with an integrated GPU and a discrete GPU and be connected to an external 3090 graphics card. First, we open the terminal. Enter NVIDIA SMI to check the graphics card currently connected to the computer. If you get this result, it means that driver is not installed on your computer. You can proceed to install the graphics driver. Some people might get this result, which indicates that your computer has a driver and it can recognize the discrete GPU and external GPU, but the driver version may not be the latest. In this case, you can choose to uninstall the old driver and install a new one, or use it directly. These are two methods to uninstall NVIDIA drivers in WU-Band 2. The first one is using following commands. After the uninstallation, use NVIDIA SMI to check driver status. We can see these is no driver now. If this method doesn't work and you can still see the driver here, you can try method 2. After completion, we check the GPU status again with NVIDIA SMI. If it shows like this, it indicates that the uninstallation was successful. There are two ways to install the driver: through the software and update and manual installation. The first method is much simpler than the second. Method 1, we search for software and update. Open it and switch to the additional drivers tab. Select the newer version of the NVIDIA graphics driver. Then click Apply Changes. After the driver changes are complete, don't forget to restart your computer. After restarting, use NVIDIA SMI to check the GPU status. The external GPU should be recognized. Method 2 is quite complex. This method is suitable for those who were unable to successfully install using method 1 and for those who have specific requirements for the driver version. We need to download the correct driver from the graphics card manufacturer's official website and install it manually. Please note that we should not download the notebook's version. We need to download the desktop version. Before installing the driver, we need to install essential packages required for installing drivers. The commands are here. If we do not install them, we will encounter the following errors when installing the driver. Then we need to disable the Nouveau. Nouveau is the open source driver for NVIDIA cards on Linux, and it might conflict with the official NVIDIA cards drivers. If we do not disable it, we will meet this when we installing NVIDIA official driver. We use following commands to disable it. We need to open blacklist config file, add 2 lines. Do not forget to save the file. After blacklisting Nouveau, update Initializer, apply changes. Then reboot the system for the changes to take effect. After restarting, we use this command to verify whether Nouveau has been successfully disabled. If this command produces no output, it means that the disabling was successful. Finally, we can install the driver. Press Ctrl, Alt, and any key from F2 to F6 to enter the TTY interface. For some laptops, the F2 to F6 keys have specific functions, and we need to press them together with the function key. Here, I use Ctrl, Alt, and F4 to enter TTY4. Log in our account. Enter this command line to see which display manager we are using. Then stop the display manager. If your computer displays a black screen at this point, it means it has returned to the graphical interface. We need to press Ctrl, L, and F4 again to return to the TTY interface. Then find the driver we downloaded earlier. Use sudo sh to install it. Here we just use the default configurations to install it. After installation, use reboot command to restart the computer. After restarting, we use NVIDIA SMI to check the GPU status, and the external GPU has been recognized. Here are all the steps for method 2 for your reference.